All righty. Well, good evening. Thank you everyone for being on our call today. And in this recording, in this presentation, we're just going to cover some of the basics about humanitarian node, where it comes from, what it's doing, and how we expect to take full advantage of the short period ahead of us for the next few weeks. And so our guest speaker today is Mr. Marcus Dukes. Marcus Dukes has a very extensive background in financial planning and financial sales and business acquisitions. Did over $1 billion in business acquisitions and mergers, and has had substantial experience working in Africa on the ground with the presidents and a lot of the organizations to bring about some solutions to bring 413 million people that are in sub-Saharan Africa out of poverty. And so Marcus will go ahead and give us a quick explanation as to how he came to where he is, where we're going here in the short term, and how you on the phone can benefit. Marcus?
Yep. Hey, thanks, Jamal, for that. And thanks, meeting everybody, for getting everybody on the call. Can you hear me okay, Jamal?
If I'm okay, you said?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, hear you loud and clear.
All right, perfect. Super. So, as Jamal said, I spent about 30 years in finance, 25 years in finance, 6 years in Silicon Valley, helping startups raise capital. Retired from that, wanted to do technology transfer to Africa. Made my first trip to Africa in really Africa and the Caribbean. So I kind of co-headquartered myself down in Trinidad first, and then went to Africa. Made my first trip to Africa about 6 years ago. Came back about 4.5 years ago. Ended up at the suggestion of the president of Sierra Leone, ended up going to Nigeria and starting in Nigeria and creating a public-private partnership with the federal government of Nigeria to create 1 million jobs. This was announced. Federal government of Nigeria, we brought in a NASDAQ company as a partner, and then raised $30 million for that project. This was in March 2020. And less than a month after that, the world was shut down with COVID. And because of that, I had to figure out how to do this program without physical touch. And that's how we got to the digital and how we got to blockchain. At the same time, we're studying around extreme poverty. And the UN says that there's 413 million people in sub-Saharan Africa. And extreme poverty defined as making less than $2 a day. So we wanted to create a blockchain platform that didn't require money. And people without money can come participate, and they can earn a wage greater than $2 a day, get themselves out of extreme poverty, and then go on to build businesses and other things that build them up further from that. To do that, we created a blockchain platform called Humanity Node Protocol. Humanity Node Protocol has two big concepts: personal natural resources and micro pension wallets. Personal natural resources are a person's skill, their time, and ambassadorship to network their data that they create. Is things that every person on the planet has. And we show people how to turn their personal natural resources into income. The way they do this, they come to our platform daily. They can do one of 6 tasks. The tasks are recruiting, coaching, creating content, sharing content, verifying identity, and quality control. They can do one of these 6 tasks or multiple tasks. They end up earning the wage of that day, greater than extreme poverty, always in a wage greater than $2 a day. They get paid that in our crypto, and once they get our crypto, they have 3 options. They can turn it into fiat, cash it, turn it into Naira in Nigeria, shilling in Kenya and Uganda, Rand in South Africa. They can save it, or they can invest it. If they invest it, we create a micro pension wallet for them. We add some more crypto to it. They have like a matching 401k, and then we show them how to invest in every asset class in the world, i.e. we've tokenized and fractionalized the top 100 US stocks: Tesla, IBM, Apple, Amazon, etc. So you can literally buy $2 worth of Tesla stock. So they can build the same portfolio that you or I would build, albeit it might be smaller, but they can have the same profile as us and then use that to build. So 2 big concepts there is personal natural resources to income, and personal natural resources to pension, to savings, to investment. And so nobody has a platform that does those two things for the people, poorest people on the planet. We launched this in the end of 2020. We had 100,000 people on the platform within 95 days. 59,000 of those people have earned something from us. 3,000 of those people primarily provide for their family, support their family on the platform. 300 of those people have moved into effective middle class, making about $1,000 a month, which allows you in Africa, watch your family dwell into your own apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, buy a used car, put your kids in paid school versus free school, which is 1,000 times better. From there, from the success we have in Africa, from the success we have in Nigeria, we're rolling this program now across all 50 plus countries in Africa. And everywhere we go, like for Kenya, we're signing up 100,000 people in 28 days or so. Kenya is going to be twice as fast as Nigeria. In every country we go to, it gets faster when people join them. So that's Humanity Knows Protocol. Got super excited about that because it's helping people. It's a real live blockchain project with real live people on the project that are helping people and doing good. But while we're doing that, we found the biggest opportunity on the planet. And we call it the multi-trillion-dollar decentralized GDP of Africa. So quickly, China went from, in 2 decades and a half, China went from financial backwater of about, with a GDP of about $1.7 trillion to a world economic superpower with a GDP just under $20 trillion. This happened in 2.5 years, in 2.5 decades. But and the reason it happened because they have 1 billion people, and you point 1 billion people in any direction, and they start marching that direction, no matter how slow they're going, it's going to create velocity and momentum, period, and growth. So now, people always ask me, when is Africa's turn? But the problem with Africa is we all know it's 50 plus different countries, 50 plus different governments, 50 plus different political attitudes, and all those things can never get going in the same direction. Enter blockchain. Blockchain says that the people on this phone call, which now is 15 of us, people on this phone call, we can create a currency right now. We can start trading currency amongst each other. We've now, and for goods and services, we've now created an economy. So for the first time in the history of the world, individuals can create currencies and create economies. First time in the history of the world, which means that then Africans, all Africans, don't have to wait for their government to agree with the other governments to create currency and commerce. They can do it themselves. And then this forms the basis of this multi-trillion-dollar decentralized GDP of Africa. It's not something that we saying is going to happen. Something's happening every day right now. In Nigeria, $50 million a day above the table is being converted from Naira to Bitcoin. Twice as much below the table, $150 million a day total is being converted into crypto. In Kenya, the Central Bank of Kenya and the World Bank have stated that 10% of all Kenyans plus own crypto wallets. And the largest liquidity pool in crypto in the world is growing in Kenya right now. I can take you country by country and stat by stat, but you know, this decentralized thing is happening over Africa faster, better, and stronger than anywhere else in the world. Everybody in blockchain knows that this is the play. This is the place to come, but they're trying to figure out how to get in. For us, because we're on the ground, as Jamal said, we have the biggest force on the ground. We're on the ground in so many countries. We saw the angle, and the angle is that we don't need to create this decentralized GDP of Africa. We just need to make it go faster to accelerate it. And to accelerate it, you got to lay down some rails. Think of the U.S. Well, before there were railroads, you know, people were kind of moseying their way across the country. As soon as they laid down railroads, everywhere there was a train station, there became a city. Everywhere that the train stopped, there became a town. So, and those things help facilitate commerce. Well, it's the same thing for this decentralized GDP of Africa. And the way we're going to lay down the rails and station and hubs is that we're issuing 300,000 Humanity NFTs within the next 30 days. Once we issue these, really within the next 3 weeks, once we issue these Humanity NFTs, to get these, you have to be African. So you have to register, complete a profile, take a blockchain class, quiz, survey, verify your identity. And if you do those things, you can earn yourself an NFT. Free of charge, doesn't cost you anything. We'll distribute 300,000 of these Humanity NFTs. and they're going to serve as the communications, finance, distribution, and transactional hubs for the whole entire ecosystem. Everything, no transaction, nothing will happen without it being connected to one of these humanity NFTs. And therefore, the humanity NFT sits on top of the economic system. Think of it as a toll booth. And everybody that comes to humanity to convert their time into income has to pay a small fee to the toll booth. Now, the small fee adds up millions and then tens of millions and hundreds of millions and hopefully billions of people and end up becoming a lot of money. Now, the way for non-Africans to participate, the way for people who want to be on the financial side to participate, that you can hold this NFT, but what you can do is get a 4% royalty off the NFT. And the way you get a 4% royalty off the NFT is that you sponsor somebody to have an NFT, which means that the NFT, we created 300,000 coins to match 300,000 NFTs, but that those coins trade on PancakeSwap for a while, but now those coins going back in-house to get ready to convert to these NFTs. But if you own a coin, you have the right to convert that coin to NFT, even if you can't yourself hold the NFT. If you assign it, once you assign an NFT, then you'll get a 4% royalty on that for life. Okay, so now, once these rails are set, I want you 300,000 NFTs are issued, then all the rest of this economy and energy and money flow will start coming upon the rails because it's will be much smoother, much better, easier than the way that they transfer crypto from country to country today. This is going to be a much smoother, much easier process. And furthermore, we're going to train 30 million people to onboard 1.5 billion people to blockchain, which is everybody in Africa. With that being said, the NFTs are targeted, designed to create at least $1,000 a month income. They won't do that first day, but they will do that shortly, $1,000 a month income. $1,000 a month income is $12,000 a year income. If you have a 4% royalty, that's $480 a year. If you have 100, that's $48,000 a year, and you'll become an ambassador and get some other benefits. If you have 1,000, that's $480,000 a year, again with additional benefits as an angel in our system. So the last thing I'm going to leave off with is that this program is going to go on for a long time because there's a lot of people that we need to get on board, literally 1 billion people who need the project. So there's a lot of opportunities to make money, but this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. We're only going to issue these 300,000 humanity NFTs. There will never be another humanity NFT. We're only going to tie out the 4%, the 300,000, 4% royalty. And once those are gone, this is the only opportunity to stack royalties because on the other side, it's going to be both logistical and financially prohibitive for anybody to get 100, let alone 1,000. But on this side, you can do it if you act fast. So I'm going to leave it there to see if anything I left off on the body, and I'm going to come right back to you with the conversation. And then that's going to be that. Jamal, did I leave off anything? Let me know what I left off.
I think no, I think you did a really good job. Mostly we covered the foundation of it, why it's important. Now maybe we can go ahead and touch bases and help people to understand what's the benefit for being involved at this point and what's happening over the next 2 weeks and why it's important for them to get their teams together as well.
Okay, excellent. So we had a program that we just finished, which was to, again, help people stack coins. And in that program, Jamal, I, Amita, Caleb, the leaders on the phone and otherwise, we sold 50,000 sponsorships in the form of coins in roughly about a 2-week period. There was 150 already spoken for, 50,000 plus 50,000 matches, another 100. So in the whole universe, there's only 50,000 more coins, which they encourage the NFTs out there to be had. And we think these will dry up in the next 2 weeks, and that'll be the end of this program. But for the duration of the program, we want to give people a little incentive. Some people wanted to make some money and get the match or get the match. And we want to give people a little incentive and also let them start building their tree because this is going to be super important right after we finish this process. So for that, we have a new plan. The new plan is this. For everybody who you refer, there's a 40% matching royalty. So if somebody buys 100 coins, you're going to get 40 coins over that you can convert. 40% matching off of everything that you refer, number one. Number two, then there's a 3-level payout, which is 20, 15, 10. 20 to the direct, 15 to your upline, 10 to their upline, and 10% of whatever you sell. And that 20, 15, 10 can be collected either cash or coin. So let me walk you through a quick example. Somebody buys $1,000 worth of sponsorships. Then they're going to get $400 worth of sponsorships granted to them so they can convert those to NFTs. Number two, they're going to get 20% that they can take in either cash or coin. This particular coin is going to go in their wallet or the cash drawer. They get the cash. So that's 20% they can determine to be the cash or coin. Then their uplines will get 15%. They can determine whether it's cash or coin. And then their uplines will get 10% to determine whether that's cash or coin. Lastly, 15% of whatever's purchased is going to go straight on the street, on the market, on the decentralized exchange, buy and convert those coins over, which is going to do decrease the supply and increase the demand, which is a recipe for a coin going up. So the compensation plan is a 40% match directly over into the conversion wallet, and then 20% where you can either take the cash or you take the coin in a regular wallet, 15% of that, 15% on top of that is going to your upline. 20 and or 15% is going to your upline, and then 10% is going to their upline. Again, both of those you can either transfer, taking cash or our coin. Now, with that being said, this program was created so they can give people like the last 2-week period to be able to stack coin, because it's the only time in the world you can stack coin. You can make money forever, but it's the only time in the world you can stack coin. So with that, I'm gonna turn back over to Jamal, and then we'll fill in any gaps, answer any questions, and then let everybody start doing their transactions and also get to the rest of their Saturday.
Yep, sorry, I was trying to unmute. Yep, gotcha. Thank you. I was trying to unmute and admit somebody at the same point. Thank you, Marcus. So I think you did a great job of covering everything, the highlights of it, because it's a pretty simple program. I'd suggest that everyone keep coming back. The more you see it, the more you understand. Plus, the truth of the matter is that as you come back, and it helps everyone here, because sometimes people share in a way like yesterday, Brother Caleb, thank you for sharing yesterday. And you can't pay for that. You see people's passion, and it really helps everyone to get a clearer understanding of for what we're doing. Somebody said to me earlier, this is something that's really important to note, right? Because I don't know any other project in our space right now, one that's working, one that's real. I mean, there's some that people making money on, but we don't know for how long. But I don't know any of them that we could say and put our fingers on that are really real, that a person can solve a challenge with. So somebody called me today and they said, "Hey, I have some stuff happening at home. How quickly or how soon can we get paid out?" And I was talking to Marcus, and he said immediately, and so that person was able to take a little bit of action and be able to get some funds right away to solve their problem. So in the next couple of days, they can solve whatever kind of immediate challenge that they have. And that's outside of the long-term benefit that people are getting here from, what the NFTs will produce over a period. And by the way, if you are on and I didn't get a chance to mute you, just be aware you might have background noise. So mute yourself, please. Okay. Thank you. Right. And so on top of that, just the impact we can do long-term and the relationships that we're creating. I talked to Brother Lorenzo today. I never had a chance to talk to him before, and what a powerful conversation we had today. And I just learned a lot from him. And so thank you guys for coming and not just looking to make money, but also being a part of a community that's going to bring about a lot of change for a lot of people long term and in the short term, be able to take care of yourself while you're waiting for some of these things as well. So with that being said, who has any particular questions that we can help you to answer right now before we wrap it up? We do know it's 8, 9 o'clock in some places, on a Saturday evening. And so we really appreciate, 19, 20 of you that showed up here so far and took that time out of your evening to be with us. So let me know what questions you have so we can help to go ahead and clarify, or any updates quickly that you have. Who has questions? How you doing, Ms. Nicole? Welcome. Ms. Janu, welcome. Ms. Andrea, welcome. Kayla, welcome.
Is tomorrow's call the same time?
Yeah, we're gonna keep this 5 o'clock call and 7 o'clock call daily, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, California, Las Vegas time, right? So Pacific time. So that'd be 8 o'clock your time, Renzo, in Maryland. So 8 o'clock East Coast and 10 o'clock East Coast. And then we're just trying to nail down 2 times for West Africa and East Africa. So we're thinking there's going to be 1 p.m. and 3, but we're just trying to talk to people there. Tomorrow there's going to be a call with a group in Liberia. And so, but by Monday, we should have a time scale down. And so I'll post them in the leader group. And so, so everyone can get them. Yeah, so for sure, 5 and 7, and then we still got to confirm the 11 and 1 Eastern. Pacific time. So, thank you. The question. Any other questions? And by the way, guys, it's always the same link, so you never have to worry about what link it is. I don't use any other links on my Zoom, so always the same Zoom link. What other questions do we have? All right. Since we don't have any questions, for all the people that have been here, I know a lot of you have got your token, purchase token, have your token in your wallet, and also a lot of you have also referred people that have bought token as well. And so thank you for your contribution and helping us to grow our community and showing up every day. And thank you for sharing your passion as well. So I'm going to give 1 more minute for questions. Marcus, you got anything else you want to add?
Nope, not that I can think of.
Awesome.
Just one kind of super quick thoughts that this is one of those opportunities where you can do well by doing good. And we are actually helping real people on the ground. So this is, as Jamal said, it's a real project. By helping people on the ground, you can help yourself at the same time. Be part of the biggest economic story on the face of the planet. To me, I think it's all good. And people are really getting excited about it all over. So take advantage of this opportunity. Yep.
And Mita, thank you for that, because I see Marcus loves it. Doing good by doing well, or is it doing well by doing good?
Yes.
What was it, Mita?
All the above.
All the above. What was it, Mita, you said yesterday? Is it doing good by doing well, or doing well by doing good? What was it you said? I don't know if you can hear us. Mita, can you hear? I'm gonna step away. All right, well, having said that, if nothing else, we'll go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys all for showing up today on a Saturday. We will be having a call for sure Monday, the same time. And so Monday will be 5 p.m. California time, 8 p.m. East Coast time, and 10 p.m. East Coast time, and 7 p.m. California time. So we'll have those 2 calls for sure. And then we'll, by Monday morning or by Tuesday at latest, we'll know what time we're going to do West Coast. All right. So guys, have a great evening, and thank you, and look forward to seeing you soon. I think we should do like
Okay, bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.